memory. Okay, a dedicated block of memory is created in the class static area. I told you that whenever we have to load our class file into JRE, first of all, we need the registration. Yes, first of all, we need the registrations. Yes, so what was that? First, we had to make, this is the, sorry, this is the JRE, okay, the memory space which will be given in the RAM. RAM is very big and you will be getting a portion of memory, a piece of memory. And here first block will be created, one block will be created for your memory area, if you sorry, method area, if you remember. Okay, and second block will be created for your, come on, tell me, all of you, static area.
Story.
Very good, excellent. Next.
Yeah.
Stack area.
Stack area.
Superb. Good. Stack area. And this will be our
Heap area.
Heap area.
heap area. I'm not right now, I'm not concentrating on heap area because this is the next part which we are going to learn. Now in class, this static area, one portion will be given to the class which you want to execute. So first the class loading process will be happening. So when the class loading process is happening, your class has to get registered inside the memory space. Okay. So for every class, not only one class, for every class, there will be a block of memory which will be created inside this class static area. So when this memory space is created for class 1, okay, it is called the class static area. It means this area belongs to this particular class. Okay, understood, all of you? Now now in this, static members of the class will be allocated. First of all, I told you that first the reference of static method which are also existing here. So the method definition as well as its address will be stored, and then your static variable will be stored, and then your static initializers will be stored. So all the static member of the class will be allocated inside this memory. Okay. Now, what about stack area? Stack area is used for execution. Yes, to execute your instruction. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So for every method which is under execution, okay, what will be done? A block of memory will be created in the
Frame.
stack area, and this will be known as a frame, and we give the frame name F0.
F0.
We start from F0, and then next frame will be F1, then
F1.
next frame will be F2, like this. Okay, so these are now in my stack area, 3 frames are there. Okay, once the execution of a method is completed, this frame will be removed.
Destroyed.
Yes. Okay, guys, today I will tell you little about this heap area also, if you want. Okay, in heap area also we create block of memory. Okay, and it is created for the object of the class, that is instance of the class. Okay, instance of the class, or you can also say object of the class. Okay, we can say that we are going to create it for the object of the class. Okay, we are going to create the object of the class. Now every block of memory created only with the help of reference. If we can create many blocks in heap area. Okay, we can create many blocks in heap area, and every block will be created, okay, with help of reference. Means this block will also be getting some address. This block will also be getting some address. I don't know why my paint is not getting open. Yesterday I cleaned the cache memory also, then also it is okay. Next is, I told you that instance of the object will be used, and yeah, all object will be having an address. I will explain you this again when we will talk about non-static. Okay, then I will explain you elaborately. Okay. Now, yes, one more important thing, that all the non-static member of your class, all the non-static, not static, all the non-static members of your class will be allowed inside the block of memory. Okay, inside the block of memory in heap area. Okay, so what is the result then? Therefore, we can actually access these non-static member with the help of these reference. Yes or no? Got it, everyone? Yes, understood? We will
Ma'am, ma'am,
yes, yes,
ma'am, can you just repeat the last part?
yes. I will explain you. This is suppose the heap area. Just a second. Too much voice is coming. Yes. Now, what I'm telling you all that first of all, in this heap area, a block of memory will be created. A block of memory will be created. Okay. For the instance of the class, this block of memory is created for the
Instance.
yes, instance of the class, or you can say for the object. Okay, object is the instance of the class. Okay, now this every block of memory, because this block is created in your heap area, heap memory, so it is a block of memory which is created inside the heap area. All this will be having, okay, one address like 0x345, whatever address it is given. So every block of memory is created with the help of some address. So this is your address, or you can say it is your reference. Okay, 2 points clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, next is all the non-static members. Okay, not the static members. Okay, not the static members. I will tell you about non-static members after I finish static. So all the non-static members will be of the class. Okay, all the non-static member of the class which is already loaded in your memory. Okay, it will be allowed inside this block of memory. All the non-static. So what next will be there? All the non-static members of a class will be allowed inside the class. Okay.
Okay.
Now because all the members are being stored here, it is being allowed to actually we can keep it in this block of memory. So therefore, we can access those non-static members only with the help of a reference variable. So this address will be stored in some reference variable. Your sir must have taught you what is reference variable. What is reference variable? Tell me. When you must have done the variable, you must have learned. Yes? Do you remember, all of you? Do you remember, all of you? No. Nobody
No.
revised it. Why? Guys, you have to revise. Do you remember variable, primitive variable, non-primitive variable?
Yes, ma'am. That.
So what is non-primitive variable? The variable which is used to store a reference. Yes? Sir might have told you with an example of string. Do you all remember? String S is equal to new string.
Yes, ma'am.
Remember? Okay, I'll write down so maybe you can recall it. Like string S is equal to new string. He might have taught you like this. So this is your reference variable and this is your instance of the class. Okay, this is instance of the class and this S is the reference variable. Okay, this variable is used to store the reference. Okay, so this new string, when I am writing this new string, okay, it will create this block of memory and this address will point to S. Understood? I will explain you nicely later. But why don't you all remember? In variable, non-primitive variables are reference variable. Tell me, guys, why you are not revising? Why you are not revising? Please do revise. It's my humble request. Guys, variables is, you know, it is a container, or it is a placeholder which will keep your data. Yes, it is a placeholder, or you can also say it is a container which holds your data, which store your data. Okay. Now in variable is of two types. Okay. First, on the basis of based on types. Okay. Second one is your based on scope. Yes. And in the based of type, it is first one is primitive. I'll quickly do it. Yes, primitive, and second one is non-primitive. I don't believe that I'm doing this. Okay. So now here in the scope, sir might have told you local variable and static variable and non-static variable. Yes, do you all remember? Do you all remember this? This is how sir might have told you. Please revise. If you will not revise, you will forget it. Okay, now quickly let's go back. Okay, so this is it, guys. Then we can access here, we can access the non-static members. Okay, this block of memory is created in heap area where we can actually we can allow all the non-static member to be to be get stored here, as well as we can access those non-static members. That's it. Okay, clear? Okay, guys. So I will start with static method. Okay, yesterday we did, so I will just do the revision. Did I complete static method yesterday? I completed, na? I gave examples also. Yes? Yes or no? Come on, guys. I want the answer. Yes? Okay. So I will quickly revise it. Okay, good. So guys, look at here. First of all, what is static method? When we put one prefix of static before the method, and static and the method name. Suppose my method name is 1 and its return type is void. So if we write like this, any static keyword, when we write static keyword before, okay, before our method name, then it is known as static method. This static is a basically modifier. Okay, means it is non-access modifier. Okay, it is a non-access modifier. Non-access modifier, what it does, it tells you the behavior of this modifier. Okay, it will state about the behavior. Okay, how it will behave. Okay, so how it behaves, I told you about the behavior of static. Yes, it is fixed. And tell me next one more behavior I told you, guys, all of you. It will be shared. The value will be shared by all the members. Okay. Now, what is the characteristic of method? Do you remember? Tell me. Tell me, all of you. Tell me first. Okay, today I am doing, tomorrow I am going to ask everyone. So static method block, I will write static method block. If I am writing first characteristic, is stored in the method area. All the static method block is stored in method area. Do you remember? We also stored it. Yes. Yes. Okay. And also the reference, the address
Class static.
of that static
Class static area.
Class
is stored in class static
static.
pool. Yes, class static pool. Yes. Now
Yes.
what is the next one? We can also use the
With
static
and without.
method. Yes, yesterday I did static method. Correct. With, yes,
Or without creating object of
With
the
or
class.
creating object of the class.
without creating, correct,
Object of the
Now you all are revising. Good, good. Okay. Next.
static method with help
yes,
of
yes.
class name.
Yes,
Can
yes.
use
use this static method with the help of class
Class
name. Correct. Absolutely correct. Yes, one more.
Static
we,
method use
we can
one class
use
in another method. Another.
with help
Yes, yes, yes. Static method of the class can be used in any other class with the help of
with
class name.
class.
And I showed you the example also. Yes, yes. If I am writing one class, in that I have created some static method and I am now creating another class. In that class, I can call the static method with the help of its respective class name. Got it, all of you? Is it clear? This
Yes,
much?
ma'am.
All of you understood? Good, good. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much. Understood? Okay. So now everyone look it here. Today we will be doing a new part. Okay. What is that? Now static variable. So today we will be doing static variable. Okay. Now carefully listen everyone. Today we will be doing static variable. Okay. So now with the variable, you understood what is variable right now. I explained you. So the variable, okay, which is declared in a class block. Okay, it will be declared in a class block, not inside the method. Okay, first of all, static variable are in, it will be declared inside the class block. Okay, second, it will be also prefixed with static keyword. Okay, if these two things are there, it is known as static variable. Easy? Very easy? Okay. So now it also have some features, or you can say characteristic. Okay. So what are the characteristics of these static variable? So of course, it is a member of class. Yes, it is a member of the class. Very important, because it belongs to, why it is member of class? Because it belongs to class block. Yes. For explanation, I'm telling you, for each and everything, you should get to know why this is the reason. Okay. Some specification has explanation, and some specification are rules which you have to follow, which do not contain any explanation. So I will let you know for which you need the explanation, for which you don't need the explanation. Yes. And because it is the class of member, it will be assigned with default values. With default values. Okay, I think I told you all that I will teach you static and dynamic initialization, as far as I remember. To your group I have told, or somebody else? Static variable is done? Yes? Static variable is done? Is it really done? When did I do? I thought I forgot. Okay, okay. If it is done, then why I'm revising? Should I revise it once again? Should I revise? Or not? Yes or no? Tell me quickly. Okay, so I'll quickly do it. I'll quickly finish it. Okay, so yes, next is memory will be also allocated inside the class static area. Okay, so where the memory will be allocated? Memory will be allocated inside the class static area. Okay, what will be the next part? Tell me. Your static variables are global in nature. Okay, because it belongs to the class, so any member can use it. It is not a global variable, but it is in nature it is global. Don't tell it is a global. There is no concept of global in Java. I might have told you. Yes, so it can be used within the class as well as outside the class. That is why it is global in nature. So it can be used in its respective class where it has been created, as well as in other classes. Okay. Next point. Okay, yes, we can use static variable with the help of class name as well as with the help of object reference. Okay, so your static variable can be used with the class name, okay, and as well as with the help of object reference variable. Reference. Okay, object reference. Now, next point is your anything else. Okay, yes, one more point is there. If suppose we can access if we want to access the static variable from different class, so how we can do it? With the help of class name. Okay, if we want to access our static variable in a different class, okay, not in the class where it is created, in different class. So how it will be accessed? With the help of class name. I think I showed you all example also. Didn't I? I showed all the examples. Yes or no? Yes. Okay. Good. So are you all able to recall all the examples which we did yesterday about static variable? Yes. Okay. So quickly, everyone open your Edit Plus. Quickly. Let's do it quickly. And then you will trace it also. Oh, not Eclipse, Edit Plus. Yeah. Okay. To the other members also, to the other batch also, I'm explaining the same concept. Okay. So now here, actually, we took this thing. Yes? Okay. I explained you also everything. Fine. Okay, guys. So you have to trace one program. Okay. I will give you to trace one program. Should I? Okay. So let's see this only. What should I give you? Let it be A only. Okay, and suppose if okay, A system dot A. Okay. Okay, so I will do some changes. In P1, okay, guys, trace it quickly. Trace it. Trace it, everyone. All of you. Trace it. Do you know how to trace it? You know how to trace the program now? Yes? All of you know? All of you know the program? Please do it. You have to trace it. You don't have to do the program right now. Do trace it and you tell me the output. Wait. Let me change one more thing. Yeah, now trace it. Did you all do? Did you trace it? All of you? Done?
Yes, ma'am.
All of you are done? Okay. So let's see the output. Yes. You all can see? Command
Yes,
prompt? All of you can see? Only
yes,
one
ma'am.
person is saying. Why? Yes. Okay. So we'll compile it first. Okay. Now tell me, guys, what is the output? Yes. Who will tell?
0, 45, 45, 20, 0.
0. Okay. What about others? What others are saying? Tell me.
Same, ma'am. 0, 45, 45, 20, 0.
Yes. Okay. What about others? Same answer. Don't follow others. Do your own tracing. Rajni, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Did I write 6 print statement? Same answer. Okay, okay. Okay, guys, look at here. Did you see? I think I did not save it to this way. Yes, just a second. Okay, can you see? What is the answer?
Yes, ma'am.
Why? Tell me why. See, I'll show you the program also, then it will be easy for you to understand. Tell me. Yes, this is a local variable. This is local variable.
Hmm.
This is also local variable.
Okay.
Yeah? Okay? All of you.
Okay.
What about others?
But 0, 45.
Yes. Tell me.
Okay.
The first time the A value is initialized with the default value. Yes? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Yes,
And
ma'am.
here, guys, int is equal to 45 is a local variable. So
Yes.
we are printing. I told you yesterday when I explained you the static and about static variable, I might have told you that static variable and local variable, if they both have the same name, the priority is given to the local variable in the method. Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
See, the area of, okay, the whole country is accessed by the prime minister, but our state is accessed by basically by our chief minister. So your prime minister is the global variable or the static variable, you can say, and our chief minister is a local variable. So his impact, our chief minister's impact will be more in our area. Similarly, here in main method, 45 is the local variable. So the impact of 45 is more here. The priority is given to the local variable inside the method block. The priority of the local variable is given inside the method block. So in the second statement, system.out.print, okay, the A is being, which A is being accessed? This local variable A45. As soon as I declared a new local variable the priority is given to the local variable inside main method. But when I printed the first output system.out.println, do we have any local variable before it in this method?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
No. So which A will be preferred here? This
Static
static
A.
A. That is why 0 value is being assigned here. On the console, what is printed? 0. But after that, I added a
Local.
local variable. What is this, guys? All of you. I want answer from all of you. All of you. Quick.
Local.
Local.
All. Yes. So now, as soon as the compiler got a local variable, the preference is given to the local variable in main method. So it will print what it will print?
45.
45. And now after that, method is called M1. Now in the method, when the control goes in the method, again a system.out.println A is stored. Yes. What does it mean? We haven't created any local variable. The priority is given to the static variable, which is global in nature. So again, what is the value of A? Did we
0.
change the value of A?
No, ma'am.
0. It is by default 0. We did not change it. Now I am creating a local variable here with 20. So now when after creating the local variable, if I print the same variable, the priority is given to the local variable, so 20. Now the control will come back after executing this frame of M1 will be deleted. Again, the paused method will be again start executing. So after M1 method, we can see one more line.
Yes, ma'am.
T2.a. So I told you T2 means class. A
Class.
is variable. So it is a class variable. And which variable is known as class variable?
Static
Static.
variable.
Static
So now
variable.
again, the value which is inside A will be printed. Here.
Zero.
What is the value inside A? We have not changed
Zero.
it. That is
0.
that is why you are getting this answer. All of you. Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Understood?
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
Is it not anyone who did not understand? Anyone who did not understand?
Got it, ma'am.
All of you understood? Okay, I am doing a slight change. I am doing a slight change. Now tell me what is the output.
Okay.
Hmm. Now tell me quickly. Done?
Done, ma'am.
Done. Okay. Done? Everyone done?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay. So I am giving you one. Here only I'll write the assignment. You have to do it for me. Okay. So I'll make little bit of changes. Okay. What was the answer? Tell me.
0.
Wait. All of you. All of you together I want. Are you getting this?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Every one of you.
Yes,
I told
Yes,
you to
ma'am.
trace it. I told you to trace it. Okay. So now you can write the program. If you want to copy the program, quickly copy. First program was this. Okay. First program was this. Quickly note it down. You all have done all the things, all the problem you have solved. All of you. The previous assignments you all have done.
Yes, ma'am.
How many of you have not done? Or either you take the screenshot. It's easy. And the second program was this. Take the screenshot. Okay, guys, I am just making this as 10. Okay, I have assigned this static as 10. But when the class loading process will happen, the A will be stored with its default value only. So what is the default value for integer A?
10.
0. 0. 0 is the default value of int variable. Yes? Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, yes. Okay, now I will make the slight changes. Now this A, I will take as, you all know increment and decrement operator.
Yes, ma'am.
All of you. Come on, tell me. Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes?
Yes.
Okay, fine. So I will just remove this. It will be okay. So I will not take any local variable. And I will print okay. Suppose here and written. Okay. Now guys tell me what will be the output. So tell me where the static int A will be stored. Where the static int A will be stored.
Class static
In
area.
the class static area. Good. Yes? Done? Done, all of
Yes,
you?
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
What output you got?
11, 11, 20, 11.
All of you got the same? I didn't save. All of you? All of you? Done? Come on. See what I'm getting.
10, 10, 20, 10.
Yes, ma'am.
What did I write? Did I write plus
It is
plus A
post
or did I
decrement.
write A plus plus?
It
A
is
plus
post
plus.
decrement, ma'am.
It's a post increment. Yes.
Yes,
So
sorry,
I
post
got 10,
increment.
10, 20, 10. How come I got this? Should I explain it?
No, ma'am.
All of you. I want your answer, guys.
Yes,
Did you
ma'am.
understand or not?
Yes, yes.
Who understood? Who understood? Rakim, you understood? Can you explain? You want to explain? Yes, please be loud. Yes, explain. Explain the program. What happened? You don't want to? Okay, so look at here, guys. Everyone look at here. Yes, you want to explain? Okay, guys. So I first my question was where this will be saved. So of course this A will be saved here. Okay, A will be saved here. Now what was the first line? Tell me. First line was A was 10. Static int was 10. Okay, so here A will be not stored by 10. A will be stored with the default value 0. Understood? Later it will be stored by 10. Okay, what was the next value? A is equal to A plus plus. So first what happens in the post decrement? First changes happens and then increment happen. First changes happen and then increment happen. So you see first the value of A is 10. So it will go here. It means again it will be stored with 10. And then the increment will happen. Yes? Yes or no? Yes or
Yes,
no?
ma'am.
Yes?
Yes, ma'am.
All of you.
Yes, ma'am.
All of you. Tell me why. So what will happen? Then the increment
Yes,
will
ma'am.
happen. Now again the A value is 10 only, and it is static. Yes, A is 10 now only. Then it only increments. So in A, again what we are storing? Again we are storing 10 only. Yes. So that is why when I write SOPA, yes, what will be printed? What will be printed? 10 will be printed. Yes or no? Here, 10 will be printed or not?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Ma'am.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
That is why I am getting here 10. That is why I'm getting here 10. And already it is saved now in this, now in this A, already 10 is saved. Okay. So wherever I will be saving, every time this 10 will be printed only. Because already when I did the change is actually saved again in A. Again, it is saved in A. So that is why every time I'm getting 10, 10, 10. But I have also taken one local variable here. So when this local variable will exist, what will happen? The value when I will print A, it will print 20. After printing 20, again it will go here. Now it will prefer which A? It will prefer this static A. In static A, what value is stored? 10 value is stored. Understood? All of you?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Clear to all of
Yes.
you?
Yes.
Understood? So you should try out these things. Okay, this is my assignment. Wait, what question I should give you? Okay. I'll just make a little bit of change. Okay. So this you please take a screenshot, or what value I should give you. Okay, here I won't give any value. Okay. And here I'll give you, suppose 20 I'll give you. And then, okay. And then this is our P2. Yes, P2 dot A. What value should I give you? Now M1. Okay. Okay. M1 I will call M1 printed. Okay. So let's take one more value. Suppose 29. And then let's do A plus plus here. Okay. And in M1. Okay. Do this much. Take a screenshot. Take a screenshot, all of you. Okay. This is your assignment. I want answer as well as explanation, guys. I want the answer as well as the explanation. Okay, all of you? Fine? Fine. Is it? Program is not visible. Why?
It
This
is
is the
visible,
program.
ma'am.
Yeah, it's visible. Quickly take the SS. Done? All of you? Okay. What about others? What about others? Visible? Okay, fine. Sorry. So sorry, I muted. Okay, done? Okay. So let's go forward then. Okay, already we have done many things. So now today I will be explaining you static initializer. Everyone focus here. Static initializers. Already I told you all what is initializer. Yes, they are initializers are startup instructions. Yes, when you download any kind of new application, they ask your location. Okay, so that is a startup instruction. So automatically it gets executed. You don't ask, yes, the application, please execute for me. These are by default executions. These are startup by default execution which already happens. Okay. Now guys, Static initializers are of two types. First type, this I will write. First static initializer is single line static initializer. Okay, it means it will be of single line. Okay, it will be of single line. Okay, so how we write static line, static initializer, what will be the syntax? So the syntax will be rule which we have to follow. How we will actually write the instruction of single line static initializer in our program, that I'm going to explain. Okay, so now the syntax is you will write static, okay, and your data type. Right now we wrote it in the program. You will tell me which line was that. Variable name, and you are also giving a value. Here you can write any value or you can write any expression also. Yes, guys, can you tell me in this program where I have written like that? Yes. So can you see?
Static int equal to 10, 20.
Static, yes.
Int
Static, data
int
type,
equal
yes, and wait.
variable name.
Variable and the value. You can also write your expression. Okay, so what happens during your class loading process, this line, this single line, or your also one, again I will explain you the next part, that static initializer, the next static initializer which I will explain. So when we are when the class is actually getting loaded into your JRE, okay, into your all different memory blocks, this single line and one more static initializer will execute. It will not, it will be loaded as well as then and there only it will execute. It means it will do the performance. Yes, it will show its work. It will execute. Execution means, you know, na, it will actually perform it work. So it will execute for only and only one time. The static initializer, single line and multi-line, two types are there. Both will, as soon as it will be loaded, during the loading process of the class only, it will execute, and it will only execute for one time. It will execute from top to bottom. We cannot call the static initializer. We don't need to call, as we call methods. Now here I have called see M1, M2, okay, different method. So here it's not needed. We don't call the static initializer. It is automatically executed while loading the class. I will just write down everything so you can understand, because I know if I will explain, you will never, you know, going to understand. So I will, okay. So now here, look at, so this is the syntax for single line static initializer. Second one is your multi-line static initializers. Okay, now multi-line static initializer has a syntax like, it is multi-line, so it will be started with a static keyword, and then you will start the multi-line, okay, initializer. It is written like this. So this is known as a static block also. Okay, what will happen? It will always be started with the static keyword, and then the block will start and the block will end. And whatever you will write inside this, that is the part of multi-line static initializer. Now 2-3 points I told you. With example also I'll show you. Just wait. 2-3 points I told you that is very important for you to understand. First, very important. that when during your class loading process, okay, this single line as well as your multi-line static initializers will execute. It means it will complete its performance. Yes, first of all, very important. Next is very important, it will execute for only one time. Once it get executed, it will never be executed. Okay, once you open your program is loaded. You are, as soon as you execute your program, before your execution of the program, your static initializers will be executed, and then only your methods will be executed. Okay, these are important explanation, please understand. Okay, now yes, it will execute from top to bottom. I will explain you what does it we mean with this statement. If you have 3 to 4 static block and 3 to 4 initializer, so it will go one by one from top to bottom. Okay, whatever first initializer is written, that will be executed. Then the second initializer will be executed. Then the third initializer will be executed. Then the fourth initializers will be executed. Understood? It is not like first this I want this one to execute, so this one execute, then this one is will execute. So you have to design the application in such a manner that whatever you want, whatever startup instruction you want to execute first, you must keep it at the first point. Is it clear? Is it clear? Is it clear to all of you? Did you all understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
All of you? Yes,
Yes,
all
ma'am.
of you. 2, 3 people are only giving the answer. What about others? Yes? Okay. Sorry. Okay. So let's move. Now, one more point I told you, that we cannot call the static initializer as we call the methods. Okay. So we cannot call the static initializers. It will execute automatically. The calling is not needed, as we use method call statement to call the methods. Okay, as we use, we also access the variables in the methods. But when I'm writing static initializer, it is not needed, and we cannot call because it will automatically get executed. Understood, all of you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Got it? So before your main method will get executed, what will happen? Class loading process will happen first. And secondly, before executing your main method, guys, this is just a specification I'm giving you. So before your main method get executed, what process will be done? Your class loading process will happen. Okay, your class loading process will happen. So memory will be given to each and every member for the class. And second, what process will happen? Your static initializers will be executed. Yes, this is very, very important. And then only JVM will give control to your main method. Okay, first what will happen? Class loading process happens. All the members of class will be stored in its specific memory area. Okay, and then your static initializers, if there is any static initializer in your program, it will execute, and then the JVM will give control to main method, and then main method will execute. Is it clear to all of you?
Ma'am.
Very
Yes,
much
ma'am.
clear, very much clear, very much clear. Shishma, you wrote line number 3. What is that? What did you write? Let me see. Call any method in the static block, guys. I can call M1. Okay, this also I can do, but I will do this later. Right now, for your explanation, I will write only these 4 lines. Okay, understood? Is it okay? And I will just write what changes is needed in main method. So what should I write? Okay, simply I will print A and S. No need to write all this. Okay, no need to write all this. I will just simply print. Again, I will print A and I will print S, because we have done the modification, and this maybe I will do. Okay, so now this is my program. See, all of you. You can see the program. Can you see the program? So first of all, let me explain you. Okay, what is the program? So the class name. According to the class loading process.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So let's do together. Okay. So first of all, this is my method area. This is my static area. Come on, speak out. This is my stack area. Okay. So what happened? First of all, the
Registration of class.
yes, registration of class. Superb. Okay. Okay. Now what will happen?
The methods will be loaded.
How many
Method.
methods are there?
One method. Main method is it?
And there is also a multi-line initializer, so it will also be stored in the method area because it is a block.
Okay.
It is a block, yes, with the curly bracket, which is containing some instruction. Okay, so this will belong to your static. Okay, this will belong to your static. Okay, so this block do not have any method signature. Yes, only static is written. Okay, so for your reference, for your understanding, I have written here static. It will be given one address and all the statement like SOP. What did I write? Printing S,
S and
SOP,
SOP
printing A, and then
equal to 40
A is equal to 40 and S
and
is
S
equal to
equals to
something
9.
I've written.
Yeah.
Everything will be written here. Okay. Now again another block will be created for which method?
Main method.
All of you, come on, speak out. Main method. So main string, okay, args will be written, and what will be the address given? Give me one address. Suppose the address is 0x2. Okay, and inside it, all the method, I think 2 methods only I have displayed. Yes.
SOP.
Okay, these 2 methods. 2 methods are loaded. Now what will happen? Tell me. Now here in the class static area, a table will be formed. Yes. And it will be divided into 2 columns. Yes, and there will be more rows. Okay. For because we don't have space, I am writing like this. Okay. So now what here will be, first will be static block. So because it do not contain any method signature, nothing will be here written here. but the address will be stored because it is a static block. So in the class static area, everything whatever is static will be stored. And next will be your main method. Is main method static? Is main method static, all of you?
No, ma'am.
Main method is not static. See?
Yes. Yeah.
Main method is not static. And what is the method, this thing, signature? Main string args. Okay, so where it will be stored? It will be stored here, main, yes, string args. Okay, and what will be the this reference? 0x2. All of you, are you all able to understand? So what is this? This is my class static
Static pool.
area. Yes. Now, very important, I have taken a variable a. Yes. Yes. So a is a static initializer. It is not a variable. So first of all, with the default value, it will be initialized. Okay. It will be initialized with default value. And then s is also there. Yes. S will also be initialized with the default value. What is the default value of string? It is, okay, null. Null literal has not been taught. Null. When you were doing literal, that time null is being done? No? Okay. So the default value for a string is null. Okay, for default value of any string variable will be null. Is it okay? All understood? Now, as soon as the class loading process happens, okay, this default value is changed from 0 to 40. And this value changed from what we have written? Good morning class. Yes? Are you all able to understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now, actually, these two will be executed only for once. Okay. And now what will be there? One more thing is there. One more thing. This will be actually stored here only. Okay. These all things will be stored in the your class static area. This whole box is your class static area. Okay. Now, first of all, what will be accessed? First of all, now when I'm starting the processing, before main method execute, what will be accessed first? First, your static block will be executed because execution happens only in stack area. You all forgot or what?
No, ma'am.
Yes. So what is this? This is your static block. This is what? Your static block, multi-line initializer, multi-line static initializer. And it belongs to which class? It belongs to this class. So it will point to this class. It will point to this class. Okay. Do you all remember now? Is it clear? Is it visible what I'm writing?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So in it, what will be printed? First line was SOPLN S. So it will execute. So what is the value of S?
Good morning,
class. Okay, so in the output console, what will be printed? Good morning class.
Yes.
What next line is there? A. What is the value of A? 40. What will be printed?
40.
Okay, this was the frame 0. Okay, now this will also execute 40 and again what is this value? Let me see the program. It's 20 na. So you all are telling 40. Okay, we'll make change here only. Okay, let it be 40 and let it be here 60. Okay, now is it okay? Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Now the value of A will become 60 because this line will also execute. So as soon as this line will execute, the value will become 60. And this S will also change to what is the What is the good night class? So now it's being changed into good night class. It will come here. Okay, we don't have space, so I'm writing here. Okay, now because this block execution is completed, so the frame will be deleted. Yes. Now again another execution, it means main method. So one more frame will be created. Yes. And this
Yes.
belong to main method.
Main
This is
method.
belonging to your static multi-line initializer. Okay. This is belonging to your main method. Yes. So this is your frame 0 because this frame is already deleted. So this is your frame 0. Yeah. Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Now it will point to which class? It will point
Main
to
method,
this
main
class.
method.
Which class is this? P2.
P2.
So this main method will point to your P2 class. All of you are able to understand this
Yes, ma'am.
through this. If you understood this, processing will be very easy. All tracing will be easy. Okay, which method will come when? All this. So in main method, what we have written? In main method, we are printing A and S. Okay. So in main method, we are printing A. What is the value of A now? Tell me.
60.
It is 60. And what is the value of your S now?
Good
Good
night
night
class.
class.
Okay. So what will be printed here? 60
60. Good
and
night.
good night class. Okay. And then after the execution, the frame will be removed. So before main method, what got executed?
Multi-line.
This is static.
Yes. Static initializer. And here multi-line static initializer. Both of you are correct. So before main method, first of all, uh, the class loading process is completed and your static initializers are executed only for one time. Okay, understood all of you?
Yes, ma'am.
Understood? Please copy this program and do this tracing and let's check the output also.
Ma'am,
I'll show you. Yes.
in the program, the first two lines are single line static initializers. So where are these two lines stored?
Here. Here. Can you see A and S
Yes,
in
ma'am.
this
Yes.
class? This whole is class static pool.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, guys. So what I was supposed to do? Yes, I was supposed to actually. Did you get the proper output? Are we getting this output?
Yes, ma'am.
All of you,
Yes,
where are
Yes.
everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you all eating your breakfast now?
No, ma'am.
Huh? Okay, so please, first of all, you copy this program. Everyone, take the SS, or if you want to write it down, you can write it down. If you draw the tracing, okay, it will be more easy for you. Okay, so for static block which I have written, the static initializer multi-line, okay, we does not have any name. Okay, that is why we can't call it again. Okay, the reason I explained you here, I think I deleted that part. I told you that we can't call the static initializer. So why we can't call the static initializer? Because we don't have the name. Can you see here when I'm storing the static multi-line initializer, it is just dot, 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 dot. We don't have the name. Okay, it does not have any name. That is why we can't call it again and again. And that is why it is executed only once. It is a startup instruction. So I think I have given all the specification. Anything you want to understand now, all of you? Is it very clear to all of you? Okay, I'm just coming. I'll just have water.
execution of those lines, it will automatically deleted from the memory part.
No, it will not be deleted from the memory part.
Ma'am, actually,
When the
40 and good morning class, it will execute only once, right?
yes, and then the value will be replaced.
Okay, ma'am. Okay, ma'am. Likewise, 60 and good night class also will be loading only once.
Yes.
Okay, ma'am. Okay, ma'am. We cannot use 60 and good night class again, right? After the execution.
No, if we have not changed the value, we can again use it. See, look it here. Look it here. We can use it. We can execute it once. What you are executing, basically, you are executing this block. Yes or
Okay.
no?
Yeah, yeah.
So it can be only executed once because it is a static part of static initializer.
Okay.
That is why we say that it is executed once. And it is also a part of static initializer only. Okay.
Okay.
So
Okay.
suppose here I will change the value of A to something and print it, it will display. Do it, then you will understand. Okay. For
Okay, ma'am.
only multi-line, I'm telling you that it will execute once. If you are changing the value of these, then of course you are printing it, it will print. But the execution of these will be happening only once. You cannot call this again because this block, or you can say this static multi-line initializer, do not have any name. So we cannot call it. In method, how did you call? You call the method with the method name. Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am. We can call by this name. Okay.
Yes. So we cannot call it because it do not have any name. We are just writing for a reference. And yes, guys, why we are doing writing static, you will get to know very soon. Why we are specifying this block with static. Because we have one more block like this. Okay. When we will study about non-static, then you will get to know because of the differentiation to make the difference between these two blocks. We make the static block with the keyword static. Okay. So one by one, I will explain you.
Ma'am,
Okay. Yes.
ma'am, the how the static multi-line indices are called in main method?
How? Go again. How?
How static multi-line static indices are called in main method? Actually, the you are passing the value in static multi-line initializer, and then we are called in printing in the main method. The, I just lagging in this process actually.
Is a single line static initializer. We cannot call multi-line initializer for execution, but I am calling it a single line static initializer for only accessing purpose. Okay. Okay. Understood. We are not calling any multi-line static initializer here. Can we call? Can we call it? No, we cannot call it. I was changing this. Also, you were doing it later also, na? You were doing it in the previous program. You did it. So we are just using the single line with the help of the variable. Okay, we say that it is a single line because why it is called single line static initializer, because this variable is static first of all, and second, it is also initialized with some value. It is also initialized with the single value. That is why we call it static single line static initializer. But basically, your static initializer, if you say, is basically the multi-line block. Okay. So we cannot call this. I explained you also, we cannot call this. You try to call it here static. You try to call here static and see what will happen. Just static. And just see what will happen. If you want to do this also and see, check. You want to check what will happen. See what you are getting. Illegal start of expression. Okay, because there is no such method. Yes, if you want to do this, you only want to call static because it is only static, then also you can do this. Okay, now let's go and see. See, so many errors you are getting. Yes, you are getting again illegal start of expression. So you cannot call it. Okay, is it clear to all of you? Is it clear? Good. Okay, guys, so let's, I have to actually tell you where's the pen gone? Yes, I have to explain you everything, many more things. So I will do that. The characteristic I didn't tell you. Did I tell you characteristic? No, na? Characteristics of this static initializers. Okay. Characteristic of static initializer. So first of all, static initializer, they actually gets executed implicitly. Are we calling it? User is calling, programmer is calling? No, no. Why it is getting executed implicitly? Because when we are loading the class, that time it's a rule that static initializers will execute first, because we cannot call it in our different blocks. We cannot call it. It do not contain any method signature. That is why the architecture, the designing has been done in such a way that as soon as class loading process will happen, your static initializers will get executed implicitly. Okay, so the initializers will execute, it will get executed implicitly during the class loading, during the class loading process. Okay, understood this line? Everyone understood this line? Okay. Now in our program, how many initializers we have created here? Tell me. Tell me. Two. We have created 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so how many are there? 3. We can also create more static blocks. Okay, I want you all to do this. Okay, now so a class, we can write a class can have more than one static initializer. Okay, and yes, okay, this I will write in next point. Okay, they'll have more than one static initializer. Now these static initializer will always execute from, tell me, top to bottom. Okay, suppose guys, I have written, okay, this I have written. Okay, and now I'm changing the value to 8, and here I'm writing hello class. Okay, so now tell me what will be the output, all of you. Tell me. Tell me. Quick. This will print 40. This will print.
Good morning, class.
And the value will be replaced.
Replaced by C and good night class.
This is
Good night
executed.
class and C.
Then replaced, and then
Then again hello and sorry 80 and hello class.
Is it okay? Everyone understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Understood?
ma'am.
Okay, so let's check. Am I getting the desired output? All of you? Okay, fine. So let's move. Okay, so characteristic done, and yes, yes, one more thing that is important. That is purpose. Okay, what is the purpose? Purpose of, yes, purpose of, I'll write otherwise static initializers. Otherwise, you people will ask, ma'am, purpose of what? Yes. So what is the purpose of the static initializer? When I'm creating the app, sorry, not me, when I'm loading the app in my phone or in my laptop, they ask, first of all, suppose they ask which language you want to go with. So that is a startup instruction. Yes. And then they ask, please just add your location. So that is also asked before I execute that app. Okay. So what is the purpose? The purpose I told you in explanation only. The purpose is used to execute your startup instruction. See, when it is asked which language you are going to use, it means every time when you are opening that app will be providing you all the details in English. That is why it has been asked before as soon as you downloaded the app. Now, next, it also asked you the location. So every time you open that application, it knows that where is your location. On the particular location, they have to send the required or desired or ordered things. Clear? Is it clear to all of you? Yes? For this, these are the reason why we are using startup execution now. Yes? All of you? Okay. Yes, yes. Yes, Vishaka?
No, ma'am. Nothing.
Okay, understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay. So now, what is the second thing it is coming in your mind? Okay. But one more purpose is that when your actual execution happen, when the class is loaded fully, yes, after class loading only, yes or no? Actual execution means your main method execution.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, after class loading. So what happens? Static block or your static initializer, I'll say static block, it will get executed before your actual execution. This is also one of the purpose. Understood? Clear to all of you? Yes? Okay. And JVM gives the control only to the main method, not to the static block. Okay, static block will automatically get executed during the class loading process. Okay, understood everyone? Clear to everyone? Okay. So how many assignment I gave you today? Yes. How many assignment I gave you today? Now, out of 54 people, I want one person to explain me static method. I want one person to explain me static method. Anyone? Is there anyone? Out of 54 people, who will explain me static method? Just give, the overall view about static method. 4-5 lines completed and you can go. Tell me. One more thing is there, guys. I still have to explain you. I have not done static context. I have to do that also. Okay, nobody is giving me answer. Why? Why is it so? Why you all didn't understand method, static method? You all didn't understand. What happened, guys? Am I audible to all of you? Am I audible to all of you? Yes? Yes? Okay. So who will explain static method? Okay. Before static method, before the explanation, I want you to I'll complete this. Okay. Static context is, I think, left. Yes. I have not done static context, so I'll do it. Okay. It's just the theory part for your explanation. Okay. So I will do static context. Okay. So what is static context actually? So it is a block, okay, which belongs to static method, okay, and also multi-line static initializers. These two are called static block. Okay, static context block. Okay, the block which is having static method and multi-line initializer, these two are called static context. Okay, what is there inside the static context? Inside a static context, what we can use, tell me. Now you know everything. We can use static members. Yes or no? Yes, static members, but of same class. Okay. Okay. And if it is in the same class, what we can do, we can directly call it, okay, with its name. Directly we can call it by using directly call, I forgot. Directly call, or we can use it by its name. Yes, any static member. If it is your static method, static variable, whatever. Okay. Now, inside any static context, we cannot use non-static member. So in static context, okay, what we cannot use, cannot use. What we cannot use? We cannot use non-static members. Non-static member will be the next topic, okay? Of any class, of same or different class, okay? Okay, class, okay? We cannot use, but how? Directly, okay? We cannot use non-static member of any class, either it is the same class or the different class directly. But what we can do, how we can use them, I want to use. So that is also given. We can use it only using its name or by using, oh, sorry. No. In static, we cannot use it. I was talking about non-static. Just a second. Yes, in static context, we cannot use it. Okay, we cannot use or call non-static members of same or different class directly. Okay, by using its name. I wanted to explain here, and by using its name. Okay, by using its name, or by using its, how do we call a static member? With the class name. Okay, so we cannot use non-static members inside a static context. And what are the static context? Static members as well as multi-line block of static. Okay, got it? Yes, and one more concept is there, important concept. This I will do later, but I will tell you this. It is a keyword, THIS, written in small. Okay, lowercase. It will always be in lowercase. So it is a keyword. This is a keyword. Okay, it is not allowed. Okay, inside your static context. Okay, we cannot use it because this keyword this keyword is very important, which we will learn further in non-static. So we cannot use this keyword in your static context. So all this are important static context feature. Okay, we have already done. We have completed the static part. Okay, this is the static context, and with it we have completed the static part. Okay, all of you understood? All of you understood? Everyone understood? Everyone understood? All of you understood? Okay, fine. Now I want one person who can explain us static method. Just revise. I'll give you 2 minutes, everyone. And randomly I will pick a person. Just revise quickly. Fast. Until and unless you won't explain, I will not let you leave this class. Okay? Please revise, everyone. Everyone, you all must have taken SS or you all must have taken the screenshot. Okay, this class, I will upload all the materials, all the notes as soon as we finish this class. Okay, but I want that you will explain it here randomly. Randomly, I will ask people to explain. Everyone, what is static method? Revise. What is static variable? Revise. And okay, static method and variable. Tomorrow we will do others. Quickly, method and variable. Revise.